Okay. We are here because of Ekasi Net. We are launching Ekasi Library. So we are here today to start one of our library that will encourage young people to read. Here we are in Etwatwa, Mandela Extension 8, a community that has experienced a lot of violence. What we think the solution to violence is us coming together so that we can be able to learn about what is that have made us to conflict, what are things that have made us to be where we are. So we are introducing a different habit to young people to own a book, to read, and a book can be able to be your friend, you know. So we want to encourage the new culture of reading and documentation of our Ekasi, because what we also want to encourage is young people to read and write their own story, where we can be able to read about them and know what is it that they experience every day. So for us, we want to document the Ekasi life. That is why the name of the library is Ekasi Library. We want to do inganekwane stories that we grew up being influenced by, because through a story, that's when you can abstract values. Through a story, that's when you can abstract lessons. How did that person become a hero? I want to be a hero like that person. So once we start talking about our own heroes, we're able to embrace young people who grew up in this community, who are successful today. And sometimes we don't see them because, like I said, we have a lot of thorns in this community. And the inspiration is even in thorns, there are roses. So we want to change the narrative and make young people to be proud of who they are.
Of course. And I see.
So we went to different stakeholders to request that they donate books to us. So we also got a partnership with Kids Heaven, which they are the main donors with the books, so they gave us our books. So we also open to the public to give us the books, because we want to have each and every Ekasi to have a Ekasi library. We believe every Ekasi has a story to tell. So we want to expand our horizons and invite more people. You have a book that you're no longer reading, give it to someone who can value it, and they will use it as their own. So at Etwatwa Media House, we believe that our media should be able to tell good stories. We are a media company that believes in 100% good stories of Ekasi. So we are the media that wants to showcase what is it that people are doing in the dark street and dusty street of our communities. So we are a media house that is agitated about the story of Ekasi. We want to tell the story of the place where we're staying, because most of the time when people speak about township, it's as if it's a place where nothing happens. We want to tell that in these communities we have dreamers, not only dreamers, but people who are striving to do a difference in their community. So Etwatwa Media House started last year during lockdown, when we were documenting different people who have impacted these communities. We have heroes here. Etwatwa, when it started in 1987, there was no police, there was no security, but the community was safe because there were street committees. Ubabu Mkhwebane, who will just say, me now 12, Makalimpempe, I will risk my life without a gun, without a protection. Those are stories that we need to tell. Those are stories that we must not lose to speak about, because those are heroes that are still alive. They will risk their lives, even if Ashia Bantwana back and say, Bunomsindo somewhere, let me go there. For me, that is the gist of Ubuntu. So Etwatwa Media House started and was inspired. When you Google Etwatwa, you only see bad pictures. You see pictures of people that are stabbing one another. And we're saying that's not a reflection of who we are. It might be one of the stories, but that's not the only side of the coin. So we want to showcase the good side of Ekasi, where the kids go from Ndishini and they dream to go and make a difference in their own life. So the media house started and inspired by the real stories of Ekasi.
Yes.
The community have lost the civic call. The community is no longer conscientized about real issues, and the public protector is one of the offices that we see as our last hope in this current democracy, where you can tell that there's so much that is hidden to the public, and there's so much information that is not told to the public. The public protector become our voice, because it's the only office that cannot be congested and cannot be corrupted. It's the office that represents the heart of the community. So when we're inviting the public protector here, we want to change the narrative. But the public protector, Busisiwe Mkhwebane, her footstep was in this community to look at us. Because when we call for attention from other leaders,